All right. If you can hear me.
Yes, clear.
All right. All right. All right. Hi, Samos. Great to have you on space today. So, let's give just a little bit of time for the rest of our community members to join in the space.
Of course.
All right, everyone, just join in. Let's do well to quickly share this space to our friends and tell them to join us live on space. Just share to your friends and tell them to join us live on space. All right. Hey, can you hear me? Am I audible?
Yeah, we can hear.
All right. Amazing, amazing. So, welcome everyone to today's space with Bitcoin. So amazing to have you all on space today. And hey, Simos, could you just do a brief introduction of yourself so the community can know you?
Yeah, sure. Firstly, thank you for having me today. I'm really happy to be here and talk more about the Bitcoin, the future plans and the roadmaps about the Bitcoin. That's what we are building right here. And we have been working really, really hard, and it's exciting to share what we are building with every single member of the community. So we will be having some questions today about our project and about our plans, about our future buildings. So we will be answering the questions and get the community more informed about our project. And yeah, thank you.
Well, that's so cool, Simos. It's so beautiful to have you on space today, and I'm glad to be here. And so let's move straight into today's AMA. And once again, everyone, welcome to today's AMA. If you can, also do well to share to your friends and have them join us in today's space. So the first question is this: we have quite a lot of people here. I see them down. So for people who do not really know about Bitcoin, could you really explain what it is, what's the concept about it, and tell us why it matters?
Well, yeah, that's the question. Bitcoin is a project that connects Bitcoin with the BNB smart chain, and many assets on Bitcoin, like BRC20 tokens, are powerful, but they are slow, expensive, and not easy to use on decentralized finance. What we do is a bridge that's assisted to the BNB chain so people can use them in a faster and cheaper way. Because, that's a new technology. It's a new era on the crypto space. Once the assets are on the BNB chain, users can try them, use them in decentralized finance platforms, play blockchain games, or, interact with the NFT marketplaces. So, in simple terms, Bitcoin makes Bitcoin-based tokens more useful in the crypto world. It's a really new era on the crypto space. So that's our goal, that a project that connects Bitcoin with the BNB Smart Chain, basically.
Well, that's really so beautiful. I love the whole concept of Bitcoin and what the project is really building. This is simply amazing. All right. Recently, security is really a big problem for bridges. Could you tell us how Bitcoin is safe?
Yeah, nice question. And you are right, because, many, many bridges have been hacked in the crypto space and users lost a lot of money in this space. So this is why we focused on the security from the very, very beginning. First, on the Bitcoin side, we don't keep all the assets in like one wallet because we use multi-signature wallets, which means several trusted parties need to approve any movement of the funds. So this makes attacks much harder on the Bitcoin side, And second, we use a verification system that checks every single transaction on the Bitcoin network before the tokens are created on the BNB side. So fake or, unapproved transactions can't pass through. It will be stopped. It will be blocked by the security check. So thirdly, the validators who help run the breach must take their own tokens. So that will be how the systems will be going, it will be working. If they do something wrong, they can lose their stake, that's the security of the chain that we've been building. So that makes security for the community members. And this gives them a strong reason to act honestly for the stakers, that the validators. All of this together make the bridge much more secure than, most standard setups.
That's really so great. And I like the fact that there have been a lot of utilities put in place to ensure that the project is very secure. And it's beautiful to see that the team is really working hard to ensure things go well. Guys, this is already something that is quite amazing. And I know that you all are loving this already. So I have more questions for you. Can you tell us about the tokenomics of bits and how is the supply structure like?
Yeah, of course. Like the total supply of Beat is 21 million tokens, just like the Bitcoin. So this number is fixed and was chosen to create trust and scarcity. And there will be a split of the supply. And here is how we split the supply. Around like 28% is kept as cross-chain reserves. These are used to back the Bitcoin assets one-to-one when they move to BNB chain. So it will be another safety thing on the Bitcoin project. About 12% is used for liquidity to support trading on decentralized exchanges. This part is locked for like 180 days to make sure there is stability on the liquidity, and around like 800, I mean 8% is a risk buffer. This is like an emergency fund for security and technical costs, and like around 24% goes to the team, but it's locked for 1 year and realized slowly after that. It is also protected by multi-signature, so no one can just take it or rag on the community members. It is something like impossible. It will be 100% safe and security. And finally, around like 23%, yeah, goes into the market, and meaning exchange, trading, and other liquidity pools that we will be building for the project, for the swapping things. So yeah, this structure helps make sure the project is stable, transparent, and built for the long term, because liquidity is really important thing in all of the crypto assets. So we always share the supply split and the other things with our community members. Thank you.
Wow, this is really great, and I love the economic structure, and it's really really amazing. All right, the next question is, what makes the Bits bridge different from every other bridge technically?
Well, most bridges today are either very centralized or too expensive to use, safety problems, security problems, and, really, really expensive, high fees. So we try to find a balance. We build a light verification system for Bitcoin that lets us check transactions in a secure but cheaper way. That's an important thing, without needing to run full Bitcoin nodes. So this is the one which keeps costs low, but still makes sure everything is checked properly. Also our validator systems is built with multi-signature and staking. This means decisions are made together by multiple parties, and everyone has to act correctly or they will be losing their stake. So this is basically for community safety. This is not something bad thing, because there will be something price, for the community members. And because of this structure, we can keep the bridge secure, fast, and affordable for the users, I can say. Yeah.
Wow, this is really really mind blowing. I really, really love the whole concept about it. And I'm sure, our users, you've heard what makes Beats Bridge different from other bridges. So let's do well to give them a follow. Let's do well to, visit their site. Let's check on their socials, and I'm sure you're going to see things that you love right there. All right. So, a lot of users would like to know how, we can actually use Beats in their daily crypto life.
Well, before I talk about how they can use it, I want to talk about something about transparency, because without knowing the project, they won't be using the project. That's the gold rule of the crypto space. So basically, we believe community is not just about numbers, it's about trust and engagement. That's why we focus on, three things on the project. And first is transparency, two is education, and three is empowerment, like as I said before, like the other AMAs. So, you know, and there will be planning about our project, because timing is really, really matters in building something in the crypto space. So, and about how they will be using the Beat in their daily crypto life. Bit is not just a token that sits in your wallet. It has real issues, real uses. I mean, and for example, you can provide liquidity on PancakeSwap and earn rewards. So Bit can be used inside decentralized finance apps on the BNB chain, like lending or borrowing platforms. And it will also play a role in governance later when the BitDAO launches. That is another roadmap of our project, meaning holders can vote on important decisions as more projects interact with us, like when we get new partnerships, strong partnerships, Bit will be used in different apps, games, or maybe even marketplaces. And yeah, so Bit is at the center of the ecosystem we are building.
This is great. I like the fact that the team has a very good focus, and I can't really wait for the, stuffs that are upcoming in the, roadmap. So your roadmap really looks very ambitious. So could we maybe talk about what are the most important milestones that are coming up soon?
Of course, the other things that make us really awesome is the our roadmap. So the roadmap is clear but also flexible, because we want to deliver, successful carefully. And like about 2025 and 2026, we are planning these things, and we have planned a lot. Here are the big steps I can explain about. We will have some special versions of the bridge, because, like maybe beta and the new versions of the project. And this will be, some important steps to test the system and get community feedbacks. And there will be some special users that will be joining us earlier and for the testing it. So we will be building with the feedbacks. And the other things is we are focusing on connecting the decentralized finance protocols and decentralized exchange on BNB chain, so users can start using the bridge assets more actively. And on like 2026, we'll expand to other chains like Ethereum, Arbitrum, and Base to make the bridge multi-chain. And lastly, I can say we'll launch the BitDAO, like as I said before, and allow the community to take part in the validated elections and governance, so they can make decisions, important decisions on the project. Step by step, we are moving from a strong technical base to a more open and decentralized ecosystem.
Wow, this is really, really, really great. And your team is Your team is really, really doing something very, very good, and I'm so glad for what they are building. So once again, everyone, you've really heard from this team, and you've seen the powerful projects they are building here. So let's do well to really give them a like, and let's give them a follow for what they are building, and you can go check it out right now whilst you're listening in. All right, let's go further into more questions. All right, so tell us what the benefits are for the people who join early, especially users who are liquidity providers. So tell us the benefits for people who join early as users and the ones who join as liquidity providers.
Well, early adopters are always special, as I said before, for like maybe beta tests. And for Beat, we have several incentives. Liquidity providers, those who stake Beat and BTC liquidity pools tokens on PancakeSwap will earn attractive yields, the rewards based on our models. We expect over 15% APA in the first phase thought of, course, this depends on trading volumes. And the other things is airdrops and rewards. We have set aside a small election, about 0.7% of supply, specifically for community incentives. And like maybe active participants, testers, like as I said before, the beta testers and promoters will all benefit. And the other things is first mover advantage. Being early means users can get familiar with the bridge, position themselves in liquidity pools, and influence community governance as we move towards BitDAO. So yes, we are rewarding the early believers who believe in our project and build with us. And yeah, I can say these things. So early supporters are very important to us because so we want to reward them fairly. I can say, yeah.
Wow, that's really quite great, and I'm so excited that you have the early adopters in at heart, because quite a few projects just get to leave the early adopters with no much benefits. But I see that you just said now that you have the early adopters and also the liquidity providers at heart. It's a very, very good initiative, and I must say this is such a great thing that you are building right now. Yeah, so I have a couple more questions. How do you plan to build? Of course, for the people who may want to check Bitcoin out after, like myself, I'm already interested in Bitcoin. How do you plan to build and to keep a strong community?
Well, the first thing is the team, actually the community starter that will be building the community from the very beginning. So I would like to talk about also the team and the people that building with us. The team behind Bitcoin has a lot of real experience in this space. Before Beat, we worked on a bridge called Sat Bridge, which connected to BRC20 and to ERC20. At its peak, it processed more than 1,500 cross-chain transactions every day. We have people with deep technical knowledge in blockchain infrastructure, security audits, and DeFi development, I can say. And also the team's funds and the treasury are all protected with multi-signature wallets. So no single person can move funds alone. This builds trust and safety. So, and the other point is community is everything in crypto. We don't want to build in silence. We want to build together with the community members. So this is really important thing in BNB space, especially. And we will be doing this through, regular updates, AMAs like this one, and open reports about what's happening, like what are we building and how are we the are we getting the process. programs to reward active community members like referral campaigns and contribution rewards. These are our future plans about the community. Support for multiple languages, so this is another thing, so we can reach people around the world. And the other thing is active social media presence, and especially on Twitter and Telegram to stay connected daily with our community members and the people newly joining our project. And yeah, we want our community to feel like a real part of the project because that is the point of the community project. So not just outsiders watching from the side. They are our teammates. Like this is a community project, so they will be building with us. They will be giving decisions with us with the BitDAO, and yeah, they are really same as us.
Great, Samos. Thank you for expounding that to us. You really did go into the whole stuff about Bitcoin, and I'm really so glad. I have a personal question myself. Could you just tell us about your team? Just give us a brief rundown about the sort of people that are working together with you to work on Bitcoin.
Yeah, of course. About the team, as I said before, like we have a lot of experienced teammates in our project. So like they were building even me, like we were be building on the BNB chain already, and we worked on a bridge called, SAT bridge. I'm sure a lot of people in this space must know that bridge, and its peak, as I said before, was 1,500 cross-chain transactions every single day. And this is really incredible success in our project. So we will be building just like that in our Bitcoin project. So we have people with, technical knowledge in blockchain, security things, and decentralized finance development. So this will be really helping us in building process. So yeah, our team is really solid and experienced, I can say. The team behind our project is really willing to build this project.
Well, great, well, great. So everyone listening, you can just drop your questions in the comment section. You can just put it down, and yeah, thank you. Everyone listening, you can just put out your question down in the comments right now. All right. So I have a personal question myself also. How do you plan to expand Bitcoin? What do you see in the nearest future? How do you plan to expand Bitcoin beyond what it is currently?
Well, right now we still building the Bitcoin token and the swap platform, so people can be using it really properly. So we are testing, we are having some beta test, we are trying and doing a game, building a game from the scratch sometimes, and we are checking everything is okay or no, so we can be sharing it with our community members without a problem. Bit is not just a token, as I said before, like it's a project that's building a chain, building a swap platform. It has real uses. You can, you will be providing liquidity on Pancake Swap, and you can earn some rewards for the staking, providing liquidity. Bit can be used inside decentralized finance apps on BNB chain and for borrowing, for lending, for on the platforms, especially it will also play a role in, you know, building the project with us in the governments later when our VITDAO project launches, meaning the holders can be building with us on the project, can vote on important decisions. So this is really, hard thing to build, but we are having some important plans, important steps, and in our building process. So yeah, I can say we are building properly. So this is why it takes a little bit long, but the result will be really good and it is really, really exciting.
It's exciting for me also. Well, it's so beautiful to be slow and steady, to take your time to ensure you build the project down up to the moon. All right, so I'm going to ask one more question, and the question is this finally: why should the listeners currently pay attention to Bitcoin?
Because, Bitcoin solves a real problem. As I said before, that there are a lot of bridges that having problems, that having hacked problems, and Bitcoin solves a real big problem that Bitcoin assets need better ways to be used in other ecosystems. We already built the core technology and we are continuing to improve it step by step. So the bridge is building, the tokenomics are clear and the roadmap is strong. As more inscription assets grow in popularity, there will be a bigger and bigger demand for reliable bridges, and Bitcoin is ready to meet that demand. So this is the right time to get involved our project because we will be having really big and important partnerships in the future because this is really our key plan, key mission. So yeah, our project is not just a token. It has a purpose, it has a mission and vision. Yeah, whatever, as a user, a liquidity provider, or a community member, it doesn't matter. Just join us and build with us, I can say.
This is very, very good. Thank you for taking your time to share us this amazing, amazing details. And to our listeners, thank you for tuning in today to listen to us talk about Bitcoin. Once again, let's do well to reach out to their Twitter, do well to check them on Telegram, and it's so beautiful, Semos, for taking the time to answer all these questions and everyone that joined us today. It has really been an informative session, and myself also is going to keep up with Bitcoin. And of course, if you want to stay updated with Bitcoin, just follow them on X and join the official Telegram. That's TME Bitcoin Global. Just join the Telegram and be part of the community. Do you have any maybe words we missed out? You wanted to say something, and maybe I did not ask you that question, Samos.
Sure, once again, thank you all for being here today, especially you. Thank you, our host, for today. And I really appreciate the time and the interest from the community that for joining to us for today. We will be always building and Bitcoin is still growing and this is the just beginning. Our goal is to build something real, secure and useful for the whole crypto space. We invite everyone to follow our updates, join our community and be part of the journey from the early days because these are the early days. Early days are important in any crypto project. So thank you once again, and I look forward to seeing you in our community chats. Thank you so much.
All right. So guys, just hop into the Telegram, hop into every single space and channel that you could get Bitcoin, and I know you're gonna have a very nice and seamless experience. Once again, Samos, thank you for joining us in today's space. Thank you so much.
Thank
All
you.
right, everyone. All right, everyone. That's it for today. That's a complete wrap for today. Once again, my name is Dek. Have a very lovely and amazing rest of the day.